Supposedly live. Check out some stuff here. Make sure YouTube is muted. I'm not live on YouTube yet. I see Kelly. Oh, here we go. I'm not live on YouTube yet. There we go. My YouTube is live. Hi there, James. Cody, Kelly. Yes, James, I did. Gosh, I could have said I had a fight with a lawnmower and lost. Yeah, yes, I did. I had to get the mop cut off before everything shut down again. See what? So how is all you lovely people doing so far? I got Cody, Kelly. Yes, I'm not as fuzzy headed. Yeah, it was starting to drive me nuts anyway. Hi, Pages. Angel, I believe it's Angel. Yeah, pop this thing in again. Yay, it went the first time. Oh my goodness. The link went the first time. Holy cow. Maybe it's going to be a good day. The link went the first time. Boop. Boy, it took a little bit for that boop to happen. You were here before the boop showed up.
Hello.
Hello there. And how is everything going?
Good. Your hair looks good, Larry.
Well, thanks. Yeah, I had to get the mop cut.
I mean, it's not like we can see your actual hair. It's just that now we cannot see your hair. So good. It looks good.
You can just see the ears now.
Right?
I was starting to look like a shaggy dog.
Hola, Angel.
I don't care to be a shaggy DA yet.
Right? Starting to look like a sheepdog. Now you look like Jerry.
Oh my goodness.
He's got the same haircut.
Now I look like a human now.
Yeah. Or a really old turtle, one or the other.
Oh, here we go. It's time to mute Cody now. See what that'll remember now.
No muting me. I love my new purple pirate bear. I think he's awesome.
That's cool that Dan was able to turn around. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was just flipping the image and then doing a color thing, but he did a really good job. I like it. Color fill. Very cool.
Yeah, the chat's moving slow. Kelly's puffing.
Yeah, Kelly's puffing. Hi, Fluffy.
Puff,
boom, shakalaka.
Hey, Fluffy.
Boom, shakalaka, laka, boom. Hi, Dan. He is. He's looking very dapper.
Looking dapper.
But he doesn't look anything like Dapper Tiger.
No. I gotta let the mustache grow again. I had to trim the mustache a little bit because it drives me nuts.
Well, Angel, I'm glad you figured it out without hurting yourself, I hope. Oh, flip and tint. Nice job. Yeah. Very nice.
Yeah. Yeah, Dan, I sent you a message back if you got it.
Oh, my goodness. I stayed awake just for you, Larry.
Did what?
I stayed awake just for you.
Oh, well, you didn't have to.
But I wanted to.
Okay. You could have took a nap.
I would have probably slept until like 3 or 4 if I had done that. I sleep better during the day. I don't know why, but
okay.
I'm a vampire bear.
Okay, Dan. Hey, you're welcome.
Oh no, Angel. He said, ha 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 ha. I cut a bit of my ear, not much. No, you're not supposed to do that.
So, Pages, did everything show up okay? I hope. You said you got the package I sent you. I think a couple of days ago. I'm hoping everything showed up okay.
Well, apparently, according to Fluffy, I stayed awake for him.
Oh,
He said, "Aw, no, you didn't, Cody. You knew I was hanging around, so you stayed awake."
yeah.
Well, you keep thinking that, Fluffy. We'll let you. Oh my goodness, my goodness, my goodness. So history was once again made today. Cody showed her face live on Facebook, on YouTube, Facebook. Now I sound like Victoria calling it something else.
Yes, she was.
Yes, I did.
Now she's gonna hide now.
Yep, yeah, I'm hiding. Hey, I did that for a good cause.
Okay. Yes, you did. Okay. Okay, I'm glad you liked them, Angel. I forgot the little lighthouse I sent you too. Okay. I'm about to say I forgot what I sent you.
Well, apparently lighthouse and coasters.
Yeah, the safari coaster she bought.
Red tube next, Cody. I'm not sure I want to know what that is supposed to be. Red tube?
Maybe where to next? Maybe.
Yeah, well, red tube. I don't know. Is that like YouTube porn or something? Because no, that's not happening. Nope.
Huh.
Fluffy's being naughty.
Fluffy is being naughty. Okay.
Which we fully expect out of Fluffy.
Oh.
So what you doing today, Larry?
Nothing much yet. I went to go get a haircut, and I had to come home and take a shot and grab something to eat because I was really late on doing that stuff.
Well, you didn't get blown away by a tornado, so that's good.
Oh no! Well, the next state, New York, got hit.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, they showed on the news this morning that they figure it was an F1 that went through.
Oh, an F1 is like strong wind.
Well, it was actually they got the weather people from Cleveland coming out just to make sure it wasn't F1, and F1 is actually a twister.
Well, yeah, it would be a twister if it was an F1. It's the Fujita scale.
Yeah,
so if it registers, then.
Yeah, they just want to make sure that it was an F1. So the experts from Cleveland, Ohio, are heading there.
How did I know, Fluffy? How did I freaking know that? You know what? I don't even have to look stuff up anymore. It's just automatic now. Fluffy, bad.
No, it's not a fighter jet. It's a tornado, Fluffy.
There are fighter jets with F1 designations, but it's like F-114 or F-14 or, all those. So, yeah.
Now, somehow they can tell if it was an actual tornado or if it was just downburst.
And just in case anybody wanted to actually know, RedTube is porn. So, no, Fluffy. And I called it, didn't I? I said, I bet you that's some kind of porn site. Mm-hmm. YouTube porn. Yep. Bad Fluffy.
So now we know what Fluffy does.
No, I think we already knew what Fluffy did. What, tornadoes? You want to be near a tornado? No, you don't.
You won't survive them, Fluffy.
Yeah, you don't really live through tornadoes if you're actually go near. I mean, there are storm chases that get pretty close, but even they keep their distance.
Yeah, you won't survive. You're looking at about 120 mile an hour or maybe 130 mile an hour wind speed. Yeah. That's for an F1. And it stronger, it goes stronger, and the tornadoes eat more.
Yeah, and an F5 is like the finger of God. So just bend over, kiss your ass goodbye.
It will take you up in the sky, and then you will drop.
They do look very cool. But an F5 will relocate your entire town.
I can't remember the name of that movie that I just saw again on on TV, and the guy was in his car and he was recording going up into an F5
Oh
tornado.
yeah.
He went up to the very top of it where it's clear skies and all, and then it just runs out of momentum and you just drop. You will not survive.
Isn't that one of those category movies, like Category 7 or Category 8 or 10.0 or
No,
whatever?
no, I'd have to. I had to
I
look
know,
it
I
up.
know, I know what movie you're talking about. Hold on, let me see.
Yeah, 'cause he's with a team and they're seeing a bunch of different tornadoes, and then one of his kids that are recording it, he gets sucked up into a fire tornado.
Okay, I might not know which one you're talking about, unless you're talking about Sharknado.
No,
Huh.
no, yeah, tornadoes are very nasty. They're fluffy. Yeah.
Yeah,
Now a water spout out in the water, you can survive those because all they're doing is kicking up water. You will get severely wet.
yeah, very wet, and not
They
in a
will
good way.
they will capsize your boat and possibly sink it.
Mm.
But you can survive, and once they hit land, they don't survive. They don't survive very long once they hit land.
Well, yeah, because they're eating water, so when all of a sudden land or sand or something is introduced to it, it throws it off.
Yeah. I don't even know if I can see tornado. I don't even know if I can find out if I search tornado movies. Tornado movies. I don't even know if it'll come up.
Is the movie you're talking about the one with Randy Quaid in it?
Who?
Randy Quaid and the chick from Shannon Doherty?
No.
Oh, because he was in.
The characters in this one, have I seen them? I haven't. I haven't seen the characters in this movie. I haven't seen them anywhere else.
Yeah, Fluffy. No matter where you go in the United States, you're going to have some kind of weather, some kind of severe weather. I mean, there's areas that, and now the the weather patterns are changing. So areas that never got tornadoes are suddenly getting tornadoes and earthquakes, and But your basic
Okay,
thing.
the movie is called Into the Storm.
Oh, okay, I'll have to watch that if I can find it somewhere. I mean, it used to be pretty basic. California, you're looking at falling through the earth because earthquakes.
Yeah.
Or having your house collapse on your head. And then in the middle of the country, at the top, it's severe weather, severe like cold at certain points in time. And at the bottom half, it was severe heat. In the middle, I don't know what they did, but there was a lot of corn, I think. And then on the East Coast, you have hurricanes and tornadoes and all that fun stuff. So yeah, it's basically pick the area that you're least afraid of. Falling into the earth, getting sucked up into the sky, or freezing, or dying of heat stroke. Yeah.
Okay.
Welcome to America. No, Fluffy.
Boy, that puts me on a movie. Okay. Had an earthquake once. Okay.
Fluffy.
Fell out of my bed. Okay.
You're such a brat, Fluffy. The fluffy brat. There you go.
The fluffy bed.
Yeah, all sounds great. Yeah.
Well,
It's a challenge.
yeah.
I mean, I used to live in Massachusetts, and I wouldn't be able to live there now because, I wouldn't be able to live there during the winter because the cold would cause me pain. Aside from just the pain that you have when it's cold, I have arthritis and the nerve pain and etc. And so basically, I wouldn't be able to leave my house. But
You could. Okay.
yep, like yes.
Okay.
And so I moved to the south, and all of a sudden started having problems with heat. South Carolina gets very hot and it's very humid. I open my door, go outside, and it's like hitting a wall of pea soup. You can't breathe. It's so heavy, the air. So, and I get suddenly started, once all the medical crap started happening, I suddenly started having bad reactions to heat. I get heat sick very easily, dehydrated at the drop of a hat. It's kind of freaky to me because I never had that problem before,
Okay.
But you got to remember too, Fluffy, you come here, you got to deal with the big Cheeto right now. We don't know who you'll have to deal with after elections, but
yeah, Fluffy, you're better off staying over there where you're at. You don't want to come over here.
you can come visit though. Visiting is good. Fluffy.
Yeah.
I don't even know. I don't even know what to do with you right now, Fluffy. Jeez. Fluffy is feeling feisty.
Wow.
Bless you, dog. My dog's over here sneezing. You want to visit Cody?
Visit Cody. Well, go ahead. Visit Cody. Go ahead.
I need to get my prosthetic first. My leg needs to heal up so I can get my prosthetic, and then I can actually do something. Everything is depending on this damn fake leg, and it's driving me crazy.
Well, you got a whole bunch of food coming. You should at least have something to eat anyway.
I know. Victoria, the care package Victoria sent me was huge. I'm good for snacks for a really long time. Fluffy, behave yourself. Bad, Fluffy. Bad.
Oh, my goodness. Apparently the girlfriend's not around.
No, Squashy is awesome, and he plays like this in front of her. It's just, John was the same way. They are so secure in their relationship that it's not an issue because it's not a serious thing. They're good. John was the same way. He really was. And whether we were together or just when, later on when we were best friends, he would do the same thing.
You're okay. You're okay.
No, he didn't know what happened to my leg. I have neuropathy in my feet, and I stepped on something and didn't know it, and it got infected, and I had to have surgery on my left foot, and then that started healing up, and then all of a sudden I got a secondary infection, had to have another surgery. Then it was healing up great, and I was able to walk on it because we packed it with gauze and all that, and I was able to walk on it.
Okay.
Yeah, she's always beside him.
Okay.
And I twisted my ankle really badly, and I didn't realize how badly because of the neuropathy. And I actually twisted it twice. And what happened is that I had fractured and shattered my ankle, and that caused an infection in my shin bone, like in my ankle, the remnants of my ankle bones and my shin. And it was too bad that antibiotics wouldn't have. I had like a 5% chance of saving my leg if I went on massive antibiotics, but I would have always had pain because they would have had to reconstruct my ankle and all that. So amputation was pretty much the only option. So about 8 or 9 inches below my knee, they had to amputate my leg. That was in January.
Fluffy, you can come on. That's why I thrown the link in there like twice.
Yeah, Fluffy, come and play. You and Squashy need to come
You are allowed to come on, and anybody else that's in the chat. I'm seeing 7 people watching, but nobody's talking.
It's weird that it's so low today. There must be an auction going on somewhere. So I am basically, I've had some complications with healing the incision site, like where the stitches and the staples were, and so I'm working on getting that healed up, and then they can do the mold for my leg, and then start making the prosthetic. Oh, Callie. Oh, my God. It was a totally different voice. Get over it.
Enough baby voices.
Because I went, come and play,
Oh.
Whatever. Oh, Pirates having an auction?
Wow.
That would explain it. That's where everybody is then.
Oh, okay.
Actually, let me see.
Oh, sorry, James.
Oh, and T is having an auction too. So between between pirate and tea. So that's okay. We'll just hang out. It's cool.
Okay.
Kelly, read it seriously. It's not whatever. I'll do whatever voices I want. If you don't like it, I'm sorry.
Okay. Good. Pirate having an auction. Pirate. I've heard that name. Pirate.
Storage
Pirate.
auction. Storage auction pirate.
Oh, okay. That's who it is. Okay.
I like typing. Well, fine then.
Okay. No problem with that. You're fine. No problem. So, I'm easy to work with.
Larry's easy.
Yeah, I'm easy. Okay. Wow, silence. Wow.
I know, right? I'm sorry, I was doing something.
That's okay.
Fluffy, you like typing, so start typing.
Yeah, start typing, Fluffy. You like to type.
Type.
Type. I can get super close to the camera there for you, Fluffy.
Oh, good God. Ah! Larry eyeball. No, make it go away. Okay, type something that actually says something. Oh, he's shopping. Well, excuse us.
And then you got this one.
Yeah, Fluffy being a Fluffy.
And you got
Brat.
this one.
I told you he's a brat.
Oh my goodness. So where's does Fluffy have a wrench? I don't know. I gotta go back to YouTube here. I don't even know if Fluffy.
Yeah, he does. He has a wrench.
Oh, okay.
He bought a new sofa. That's awesome.
Okay, he got a wrench. Okie dokie.
Everybody's covered for now, Larry.
Yeah, everybody's wow. Everybody's being quiet. Holy cow.
I just pulled my own hair. I hate it when that happens.
Yep, he said yep, he's blue. Okay. Yep, yeah, I just refreshed YouTube.
The sofa was for your hamster. Well, I hope you didn't pay too much for it.
Well, I'm surprised Brittany's not in here. Dana's not in here. Wow.
Well, I mean, a lot of them like to go to the auctions, so I have no money, so I don't need to go. I mean, I usually only go to the auctions to chat with people and say hello and what's up, stuff like that. £1. Oh, wow, that's a good deal. How much do you got to pay for shipping?
One pound. The sofa was for my hamster.
I hope it's not made of cloth because it will not last very long. Hamsters like to chew everything up. Oh, you went and bought it from a pet shop. Cool. I had a leopard gecko for a while. His name was Titan. Yep, he was awesome. He was an albino leopard gecko.
Okay.
He was pretty cool. But then when my son and I were moving to the house that we were going to rent, well, that we did rent per year, I knew that the extra cost of the heat lamp for the gecko would be would add too much for the electric bill because they're kind of expensive, and we were only going to be splitting things 2 ways instead of when we were here and it was split 4 ways. So I had to give my gecko away.
It's made of food so he can nibble on it.
Oh,
So
that's cool.
I am totally lost. Is this sofa called something for us? I'm lost.
He said he was shopping and he got a new sofa, and the sofa's for his hamster. So it's a little sofa that goes in the hamster cage, and it's made of food for the hamster.
Oh,
Because the hamster's going to chew and nibble on it. So that's very cool.
Oh, okay.
Fluffy spoils his little hamster too. That's so cute.
Okay. Yeah, I used to have hamsters too. I used to raise them and sell the babies to pet shops.
Yeah, you know what they use baby hamsters for in pet stores? Snake
I
food.
didn't, I didn't care what they did it for. I was I mean it didn't last very long.
Snake food. And lizard food for lizards that eat meat. I know I worked at a pet shop I worked at two different pet shops for a
Okay.
while.
I used to have the
That
big.
was the grossest part of the job.
I used to have a big tube set up.
Those tunnel things.
Yep.
We were going to get stuff like that for our ferrets. John and I each had a ferret. And ferrets are the clowns of the animal world. I swear they are so funny. And we never did get them, but get them because if you get the dryer vents and you lay them out, the ferrets will run through them, and it's just so funny. But we never did set that up.
See, I went from that to I went from those I think to a parakeet, and then I went from that to fish tanks. I had three or four 10-gallon fish tanks, and then I had one 55-gallon.
Nice. That was one of the things I hated trying to help people set up is their fish tanks, because everybody wants their fish tanks set up different.
Yeah.
And they're like,
Hi,
I like
Queen.
Cleopatra.
Yeah, and the 50-gallon I had Oscars in them.
Yeah, Oscars are cool.
Yeah, I mean they're the same family as a piranha.
Mm.
In fact, I used to buy goldfish for them to eat.
Yeah, we had an idiot at the pet store that was unloading fish when we got the fish order in. And we had some customers that liked high-end fish, and we got these snake fish in, and they were like $100 a fish, and they were about 2.5 inches long. This moron put them in with the big Jack Dempsey. The Jack Dempsey was 4 or 5 inches long. Needless to say, there was only one snakefish left out of 6
Oh,
that I was able to rescue. The Dempsey ate all the other ones.
when I had baby Oscars in there, they couldn't catch the goldfish because they would swim too fast. So I would take the goldfish, I would cut the back of their tail off so they couldn't swim so fast.
Okay, yeah. But needless to say, she didn't have her job for very much longer because she cost the store like, $500
Yeah.
in 6 minutes. So yeah. But I mean, it wasn't the Jack Dempsey's fault. He was just like, oh look, food, and he ate them.
Yeah. Then the other 3 10-gallon tanks, they just had regular fish in them.
Hi Jennifer. Hi J Marie.
Jennifer, J. Marie, yep, hello.
Hi Amy.
Amy, hot mess.
But people would come in with all different kind of requirements, and I mean, people love to stack up like slate and coral, like the fake coral, and get their tanks looking gorgeous, and I can understand that. But then they turn around and I want an undergravel filter, and I'm like, you're stacking up 30 pounds of rock on the bottom of your tank. Your filter's not going to work correctly, And they wouldn't listen, and then they come back like 2 weeks later, going, my filter's not working. Hello, told you that. It's just very frustrating. I didn't like helping people set up fish tanks. I didn't mind with the puppies and the kittens and the snakes and the lizards. I had no problem. I would not go near the tarantulas or the scorpions. No.
Yeah, I tried underground filters. I wasn't too happy with those.
Yeah. So, but
it was just a pain in the butt having to clean the tanks once a week.
I loved working at the pet store because I love animals and just the people, and they come in and they like ask your advice and then they ignore you, and it's like, why am I bothering? But we had someone that came in and said that she had to sell her husky. She had a 6-month-old husky, and we were like, well, that we don't do that. We get our puppies delivered to us from our company, and she's like, well, can you put an ad up to sell? And we were like, sure. So we put it on like the outside because the pet store was in a mall. So we put it on the outside part of the counter. So it was facing outward towards the mall. And we were talking to her. She lived in a 1-bedroom apartment got a husky, wasn't kennel training it, and left it home alone all day, and it destroyed her house. It destroyed her apartment. And I was like, didn't anybody tell you that huskies have way too much energy to be locked up that long? She's like, no. I'm like, oh my God.
Now,
So,
I'm noticing I'm getting nothing but women in the chat.
it's your harem, Larry, but you
I
know,
might have to take Fluffy's wrench away so somebody
Fluffy gonna get the boot. That's all right. You know what he'd do? He'd have Squashy come in under her name, and it would be him.
I think Dan was in here earlier.
Yeah.
I get nothing but women in the chat again.
Hi, Kathy.
Hi, Kathy.
I'm gonna mute me for a minute because I gotta make noise.
Yeah, that was happening yesterday too. I was having nothing but women in the chat. No, you're not gonna wear a wig, Fluffy Dad. Just won't work. I'm sorry.
I don't know, but I want to see that. Whether it works or not, I want to see it. Do it. Do it.
Now, I'll let all the women beat up on the. I'll take the guys, all the guys wrench away. I'll let all the women beat up on them.
Fluffy, I'm on a leash for my hamster. Well, maybe that's why they're not surviving. Might want to rethink that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
300. Oh, yeah. You have to get to 300 subs and then you wear a wig. Okay.
Yeah.
What was the number of subs that you needed in order to have your chest waxed live? Because I want to watch that too.
Yeah. I know. See, Dan was here earlier, and I know.
And Callie.
James was here earlier, and all the guys. Fluffy's the only one talking. I think maybe all the guys left.
Well, Callie left because he didn't like my baby voice. Sorry.
Now, I know Dan's working, so he might have to leave because of that.
Yeah. That's all right. Just means you get all the ladies and Fluffy to yourself.
I don't want Fluffy to myself. That's quite fine.
A wig, dress, and high heels, live auction, 300 subs.
Oh my God.
Fluffy, don't do that to your feet, okay? High heels are made by the devil. Do not put those on your feet. Yeah, I ran all the guys out.
You said that yesterday, I think, Fluffy.
You already did it? That's just not right. Is it on your page? Is it on your channel? Because I'll go watch that. I'll give you a big thumbs up if you did not cry like a baby.
I know it's super hurt.
Of course it does. Some men have no idea what women go through to look good for them, and they shouldn't even be doing it for the men. They should be doing it for themselves.
Well, the last stupid thing I saw on YouTube was a guy, he wrapped himself up in firecrackers and lit them.
Yeah, I'll go watch that, Fluffy. He was doing what with firecrackers?
He wrapped himself up in firecrackers and then he lit them.
He's an idiot.
Oh yeah, when everything was done, he had bruises and he was black spots all over his body, and he he's super sore, and I'm like, good, you dumb idiot.
That's one of those, here, hold my beer. Watch this. Stupid. We see that a lot in the South here. I went to, when John was working for one of those oil change places, everybody got invited to a cookout at one of the guys' houses. We went there, and there were people on the property behind his house that were doing a truck challenge pull, and they hooked up.
That's not a very good idea, Fluffy. You can that can put you in a hospital there, bud.
Yeah, don't do that, Fluffy. They hooked a chain to each other's rear axles, and they're pulling against each other. And I'm sitting here, I'm watching this going, why would you ruin a perfectly good truck like that? And the one truck ripped the back axle off the other truck. I'm like, and they get out and they're cheering beers and, drinking. And I'm like, oh my God, I so need to move out of this state.
Oh, don't give me that, Fluffy. Not with the firecracker stuff, dude.
Now, the firecracker thing is that's dangerous and it's stupid. Stuff like waxing your chest or getting a tattoo, which, by the way, you should never get a tattooed on a bet or a dare or anything else, Fluffy. But something that could actually endanger your life, or your health. I mean, come on, if you get hurt, who takes care of Squashy?
Yeah.
Hi, Brittany. Hola.
Hey, Brittany. Hola, hola. I forgot what hola stands for.
Hello.
Is that Spanish or something? Or?
Yeah, Spanish.
No.
Fluffy. I think Fluffy needs a bear tattoo. He needs a big bear paw print somewhere on him. I think everybody needs a bear paw print on them, so, you know.
Okay.
Fluffy can get my little pirate bear as a tattoo. I'm getting it eventually. When I can save up my pennies. Now I'm gonna get it in purple.
Now, come on in there, Brittany. We're supposed to chat when the show's over anyway for a couple minutes.
Fluffy, I'm sure there's space somewhere on you for a little bear paw print. You know, just the paw print.
Yeah.
The claws, you know. There's space somewhere on there.
You have a bull?
He has a bull.
A bull tattoo?
You can get it in green. You can get it whatever color you want.
Yeah. Well, apparently there were some people not in the morning chat because I threw a thing in there about today is National Tattoo Day.
Yeah.
And if you can take a picture of it and send it to Victoria, and she's gonna bring the picture up on the show.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I know you knew.
Me. Well, it could have been Charlie Brown's teacher. I do. Well, I could actually probably get a tattoo on the top of my foot because of my neuropathy, but I'm not really sure. Because I have neuropathy in my hands, and when they used to do the blood sugar checks and stab me with those things, it felt like they were driving nails through my hands. So not so sure I would want to go with the tattoo on my foot. My middle child, my daughter, does have a tattoo on her foot. And she said it hurt like hell.
You gotta boop.
Hi, Brittany.
Hi, Brittany. Oh, are you in a different room?
No. You told me earlier to move away from the window.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I just thought you were in a different room because you're super clear right now.
Yeah, because you yelled at her. She was like, and like,
I did not yell at her. I mean, it just had that big glare behind her, and all it was this. Shh.
Jennifer, I have one there too. It's a heart with wings going up, and it's got a banner across it with the names of my kids.
Hey, she told us to shh.
No, I said hold on.
And she brought a stick. She's going to beat you up with a stick.
Oh, my goodness.
I took away their weapon. It's like you put the Swiffer thing on it to clean.
That thing looks way too painful. Okay, you can do some damage with that. Fluffy!
No, I don't know where my kids got it from, but I had to take it away from them.
Oh, my goodness.
Jennifer.
I thought you were going to try to beat us with the stick.
Put you in your place, Larry.
Oh, wow.
Where did... Oh, there it is. I need to pop out the chat.
Yeah, whip me and beat me and make me feel cheap.
Wow. Oh, my. No, it's kind of like a cane, but with, added incentive. A whipping cane, not a regular cane.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
Yeah, Jennifer. When I was doing tattoos, other people, I had somebody that wanted her boyfriend's name. She was getting 2 cherries, and then on the stem or the leaf, one of the leaves, it was going to have his name. And I was like, I'll do it there, but not out in the open, because otherwise you're going to have to get major tattoo work to cover it up. This way you just get it filled in and you're fine. Because you should, I mean.
Mine's a hurt when the band said, love my boyfriend. And my name is dumb.
Yeah. I always told people, unless you're married to that person or it's a blood relative or something, somebody in your family, do not get a name. Unless it's a memorial. Because things happen. People break up and...
I hate shopping carts. Well, I do too. I hate shopping carts too. That looks like a whip.
Brittany getting dominant over there.
Yeah, no, the foot, like the top of your foot is literally the most painful, well, at least for me, the most painful place to get a tattoo. That's where I got one of mine. And like because it's letters, it says dream as if you live forever, live as if you'll die today. And then like the side of it's kind of fading. But like I'm kind of afraid to get it done again because it hurts so bad.
Yeah. Anywhere that your skin is closer to the bone, like your wrists, your ankles, your feet, your shoulder blades.
It wasn't that bad though. It was just like the top of my foot.
Yeah, your hip bones, anywhere that has less layers of fat or whatever skin, it's closer to the bone. It's where there's less meat, it's gonna hurt more.
Yeah.
And then there are people that fall asleep with those. I mean, when I had the tattoo done on my right wrist, it doesn't go all the way around, but the one, I mean, when he came around the outside of my wrist, it felt like I was getting my wrist cut open. It hurt so bad. I was like, what the hell? Of course, he was also high and had to keep taking breaks. And I'm like, it's not that big of a tattoo, dude. Just get it done, Like, what are you doing? So, yeah.
The bottom of my foot, the sole was a little painful.
You get the bottom of your foot done? Okay.
That's a very tender area.
Now we know how crazy Fluffy is.
Well, I had warts on the bottom of my foot, and that's where I had to go through surgery on that, and they had to stick needles in the bottom of my foot to numb it.
Yeah.
And boy, did that hurt! Oh.
When I was a little kid, I was outside, and my dad had laid down wooden planks because he hadn't poured concrete for our walkway yet. And I ended up getting a 3-inch splinter in the bottom of my foot. It just slid right into the bottom of my foot. And I had to go to the hospital, and they had to give me the needles to numb it, to take it out. They were like, don't pull it out yourself, when my mom called and everything. So, yeah, that was not fun. I think I was around 5, 6 years old. Yeah.
Went with boo.
Right, Jennifer? Plenty of cushion there. The guy that did that one was he was a bootleg tattooist in Massachusetts, and I think he enjoyed giving me that tattoo a little bit too much. I knew a tattooist in Massachusetts that his wife was always bitching that he didn't tattoo her name on himself anywhere. So he tattooed the underside of the inside of his lip. Like Fluffy was saying, he has a tattoo on the inside of his lip. He tattooed, but it was C-U-N-T. And when she started bitching again that he didn't have her name, he said, yes, I do, and flipped down his lip. She was so pissed.
That one's funny.
He was a dick. But, I mean, it was funny. Just the situation. He's like, yes, I do, bitch. And he boom, flipped that lip down. Man, I thought she was going to kill him.
Okay. There you go, Amy. Amy had my tongue pierced 2 times.
Yeah, Amy said she doesn't have tattoos. She has piercings. I have piercings, too. I have my right ear is pierced 3 times. My left ear is only pierced once. And then my right nipple is pierced. And my tongue was pierced twice. What?
Why just the right?
Well, I did have both of them, but then the left one got infected really bad. And oh my God, the pain of having an infected nipple piercing is just, so once that healed up, I didn't do it again. You know what I mean? It closed up, and I was like, okay, that one's good. So it's just the right one. John used to make fun of me, tell me I was winking at him all the time. Well, John was the one that did the piercings, so that was way back. Never have a drunk Scotsman pierce anything, okay? I'm just going to leave it at that. It was a very crazy experience, but I had to take my tongue piercing out when I had to go to court for John, and I felt that it would be a little disrespectful to have my tongue piercing in if I had to talk to the judge. And I had my tongue pierced for over a year, and I took it out for a couple of hours, and the damn thing healed up. It sealed up, and I was like, what the hell? So then on my next birthday, I got it done again, and I forget why I had to take it out, but I just gave up after that one. I was like, you know what? I'm almost 50. I think I'm done with body modifications except for tattoos.
My husband has a whole sleeve of tattoos. I was trying to find a better picture, but hold on. Turn down the brightness so I can see it better.
Hi, Dan.
Hi, Dan.
Hard to see.
Nice.
He's got like the dragon and the koi fish and all of that. It looks better, obviously, in like actual picture, but I can't find the picture that we took of it specifically.
It's logic. You pierced it right. Correct. And the one and the other one is left, whatever. Okay.
I'm glad yours never got infected, Fluffy, because it was just, the pain was out of this world. It was unbelievable pain.
Me and my friend did our belly button ourselves. Okay.
I never did the belly button. I'm like, no, fat girls should not have their belly buttons done. That doesn't look good. So no, we never did that. Nor did I do any other piercings below the belly button. Just to make that clear.
Whenever it will fit.
Yeah, I used to have my tongue pierced, one side of my lip pierced, my nose pierced, and my cartilage. And I have my ears pierced still, but the cartilage, the tongue and the nose and the mouth, I don't have anymore. So.
You people and your piercings.
I went through a rebellious phase when I turned 18. So.
My friend that teaches martial arts, he had 6 piercings in each eyebrow. He had both sides of his nose done. He had his braid done, and he had his lip done. I told him that one day I was going to just thread a string through all of them and close up his face. I also threatened to put little tiny bells on him at Christmas time.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. He's like, you'd have to fight me for it. I said, I'll do it. And he goes, shit, I know.
My boyfriend didn't like my tongue ring. He was afraid other guys would find it attractive.
That's your boyfriend being insecure. Screw that shit. But, you have to decide whether or not it's worth the battle every time you go anywhere. You know, it's like, they're staring at your tongue ring. Well, let them be jealous, you know, and screw it.
I had worse pain than getting Prince Albert twice.
Prince Albert.
Prince. Okay, Prince. Huh?
Do you know what that is?
Not too sure, but probably something I don't want to know.
I actually watched John do that to himself.
Oh.
And he didn't even flinch once. The man had the most extreme pain. But I told him, I said, you know what? Something with metal in it is never getting anywhere near parts of my body. So if you want anywhere near them, you're going to have to take that back out. And he did. I was like, nope.
I wouldn't Google it.
I think my exact words is, I'm not chipping a tooth on that. Take it out. So, you know. But yeah, at one point, before he went to prison, he actually was doing chainmail on himself there. So all the piercings layered and interlinked, and he had chainmail. He had to take them all out when he went to prison.
I might, Fluky, Buffy, I might later.
He had a full Prince Albert, and he had chainmail. It's like, well, you go with your bad self, but you're not doing that anymore. I'm like, you can, that's your choice, but I'll be way over there when you do it.
Okay.
Is chainmail like Jacob's ladder or whatever?
Chainmail, I mean, you know the medieval armor that was flexible, that it was just a bunch of rings that interlinked with each other?
Mm-hmm.
That's what he had around piercing through his skin and all the other rings. He had levels. He had like 4 or 5 levels of it. Yeah. John was crazy. And he wanted Jacob's ladder too.
I read Jennifer's comment wrong, but I think she's still talking about her tongue piercing.
No.
Yeah. I hope so.
Okay.
You're not supposed to swallow. Oh, Fluffy, that would suck. He said I kept catching it on my zipper after getting it done. Oh, no.
No.
Man, the places this chat goes to. Yeah. It's educational. Wow. Yeah, and broken teeth. That would suck. And I already have broken teeth, so I just voted against the tongue piercing. It just wasn't worth it.
And it's only the morning show group that shows up in these chats. Not all of them, but a quarter of them.
Now it glows in the dark. Nice. Well, I mean, Larry, we love you. We like to chat, and it's a day, you know.
But I see the amount of people that I get now, and the amount of porn that Victoria gets. I'm only like a quarter of the way there.
Larry, stop worrying about your numbers.
No, sometimes I do. I'm sorry. I like to look at them.
Mm-hmm. Well, the difference is Victoria's show is in the morning, usually before most people are going to work.
What the heck is behind?
Hi, Brittany.
Oh, cupboards. I thought there was more inventory behind you. That's cupboards. Okay.
No, I'm in the kitchen.
What's for lunch?
I want a jelly sandwich.
Oh.
I want one.
Right. But, I mean, at 1 o'clock, a lot of people are at work or they're working, you know, and this is distracting. So,
yes.
So you can't expect it.
Just like with Dan. Dan's at work. Yeah,
but, I mean, Dan's able to. Some people can't jump back and forth. Dan does all right.
Yeah. That's understandable.
So, I mean, you can't expect the same people to be in here when they're, you know.
I want a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Come on, Brittany. You can make one and send it airmail.
Yeah. They're loud.
Well, what kind of peanut butter?
Oh, geez.
Well, my 5-year-old doesn't like peanut butter, so he gets a jelly sandwich.
But I mean, is it creamy or crunchy?
Creamy.
Oh, okay.
What is this? The Sandwich Inquisition? Jeez.
I'm just curious.
Aw, Fluffy, will you let us know when you're going live, and I will be there if I'm awake.
What time you go online there, Fluffy? I think I've only got one notification when you were live, and I forgot when that was.
Yeah. Fluffy.
But I see if you have to be what?
Fluffy doesn't like peanut butter.
Uh-oh. Bye, Fluffy. You're out of here.
7 p.m. Monday. Eastern. Nice. You did the time conversion for us. Awesome. Yeah, I have to.
Can't remember. No, there's Monday.
I'll be awake. Don't worry.
Okay. I don't think there's anything. I don't think anything else happens on Monday.
Now, is that your auction? That's your auction, right?
No. Huh? Who? Oh, Fluffy?
Yeah, Fluffy. You have to be specific because I mean, Larry does lives without it being on auction, but you can have auctions, and it has. Well, an auction would obviously have to be live, but
Yeah.
7 p.m. Eastern Monday is Fluffy's auction.
Oh, okay.
I have
Well,
to
I'm
be there.
thinking about that puts it around midnight for him.
Yeah, he has his late because he has so many people in the United States that follow him and go to his auctions, so he makes it a little more convenient for them, so they're not up at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently, hubby's not home today.
Well, Fluffy, there's nothing that says you can't do a live look. Larry does it. You just go in there and you talk.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can. You can do an auction on my live. You can
Thank you.
put a couple of things up and auction them off if you want. I could care less.
No, he's saying that he's never done a live without it being an auction. He's never done what you're doing right now.
Oh,
Just chat.
boy, I mean, you're talking on Victoria's show. That's the same stupid thing. You just go live. You just start talking.
Yeah.
That's all you're doing. You see. I mean, you can either just start the live button and go live, and eventually people will see it and hop in.
And then before you know it, we're in there talking all kinds of weird crap that everybody's like, whoa, Americans.
Yeah.
Everything is true that we thought about Americans.
Hey, could Fluffy, you do your auctions on StreamYard, don't you? I don't know if you got StreamYard over there.
Of course they do.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you just hit the live button and
You don't have StreamYard?
that they don't have StreamYard.
What do you use?
What do you use when you do your auctions? No, he's going right through YouTube.
She did a runner again. Left us behind. Let's raid the kitchen.
You say, well, I have StreamYard.
I use Prism. Yeah. StreamYard does have horrendous lag.
Well, you're gonna have lag no matter where you're at.
Well, no, he uses Prism, and it's better. There's not either no lag or less lag. I don't know if we have Prism here. I have no idea. Of course, I don't.
Well, some days the lag isn't as bad with StreamYard as other days. Like that auction, I think that Victoria was on. There was a 30-second lag, but other days it's only like maybe 10 or 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Larry, did you get a haircut?
Yes, he did.
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Looks nice.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I had to get the haircut before everything closed up again.
I should remind my husband then to go get a haircut.
Yeah, 'cause we have no idea if everything will, but I wanted to do it before it happened.
So he said, nope, I have my own server, so that's why Prism is great.
Oh, okay.
Awesome.
Well, there you go. Does it send out notifications when you go live, Fluffy?
Well, if it doesn't, he'll just have to keep showing up in Victoria's show in the morning and letting us know.
Okay, it says nope. Nope, I have my own server, so that's why Prism is great. Oh, okay.
Anybody else hear that echo?
You
don't know how to what?
Don't know how to what? Probably how to send out set up for notifications going out, maybe.
Oh, yeah, I don't know how to do that either.
Well, when you set up a StreamYard, it's automatic.
Oh.
And it'll automatically go to YouTube, and then if you set it up like an hour before, and then 30 minutes before you go, it automatically sends out a notification 30 minutes before your show is going live.
Sorry, you guys might get busy.
We're getting a tour of Brittany's house.
That's okay. You're fine.
Oh yeah, it says schedule. And don't be like Larry and set it for like 20 minutes before he's going live.
No,
How do
today.
you
Well,
get
today
through
I
the
waited.
picture?
Today I waited until I got back home.
But then there are some people that are setting up stuff that, you know, they're setting things up that are not going to be until the end of the month. I'm not going to remember that, and I'm not scrolling all the way back. So then I got to sit there and wait until they go live.
Yeah.
And then they're at the top of my subscription list, and then I can go mess with people in their chats.
Well, if you don't use StreamYard, Fluffy, I wouldn't know how to do it. And I mean, you might have to do a YouTube search on how to set it up in prison for scheduling.
There might be a video on it. How to set up Prism for YouTube.
How to schedule live shows in prison.
Yeah. There are videos for everything.
Okay, folks, we're at the 2:00 mark here, and it's only supposed to be about an hour show anyway. So
It's Friday. You always go late Fridays.
So and it's only an hour show. I have other things I gotta do because I fell behind. So.
Well, fine then.
We will see everybody later. We'll see everybody on the auction show at 6:00.
He only uses his phone too, so that might be even more of a challenge.
Okay. Well, everybody have yourself a great afternoon, and we shall catch you later.
Bye, everybody. Have a good day.